What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about Protext Mobility, ticker is TXTM. I want to give you a good perspective on what actually is happening behind the scenes with Protext and potentially if right now is a good time to buy. So I'm going to go over all the stuff you need to know. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And without further ado, let's get right to it. So as you can see, it is currently sitting at 0.0011, did hit a low of 0.0009, and I'm actually pretty happy. I know a lot of investors can't necessarily buy Protext because of this whole CE tag, so hopefully that does get changed very soon, but individuals like myself that can actually buy are very happy to and willing to buy this discounted price. And even today alone, I actually have had a bid for 0.001 for almost about 3 weeks, and it finally got filled today. So I'm pretty happy about that, so increasing my position. And my mentality with Protext, I know behind the scenes and based on all the news, it's going to do a hell of a lot of good things. Even based on this news that did come out, when was this? Right here, November the 1st, for this 2.33 million pound overall sale. That is huge. And the fact is that this right now is such a small cap company, $2.1 million market cap. Very, very small. But like I've said in previous updates, I think in general, just a lot of people don't really like OTC stocks. A lot of negative sentiment is around that and various things. And one reason that Protext is in fact selling off lately is just because of the other cannabis plays. And for those of you that do truly know Protext, you would know it is in a completely different realm from North American plays, or cannabis plays, I guess I should say. So in general, it's getting dragged down because of that, and of course the lack of buyers because of this whole CE tag. So you can even see right here, just based on today, there was 1.3 million shares being traded, whereas the average is 3.8. Prior to this whole CE tag, it was roughly about 75 million shares every single day consistently. So clearly just lack of buyers, and unfortunately when it comes down to lack of liquidity, usually you do get a lot of shorts just stepping in. So as you can see right here, just a lot of shorts have just been clearly manipulating it quite a lot over the last little bit. So once again, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. And unfortunately, like I said, because of the lack of buyers and just lack of momentum behind the scenes, this is where the technicals are kind of sucking. So once again, if you guys can take advantage, do not see Protext as just a cannabis play, because it is so much more than that. Out of South Africa, that is going to be a huge pivot point for all cannabis plays going forward based on the costs as well. And I just want to show you this. This was posted by Dr. J, I think today or something like that. But it goes to show in 2019 an article saying cannabis destination of the world, so South Africa. And of course, we already do know where it's at in 2022 on latest updates and things like that. But in general, the vision of South Africa being the pivot point is going to come to realization. And of course, Protext is going to be there, being able to make the most money. And of course, Dr. J is a very pivotal part in the whole cannabis legalization and so forth in South Africa. So in general though, I think you have the right individuals and the right management team behind the scenes. Just unfortunately, like I said, the CE tag is just the only reason why Protext is as low as it is. And I don't anticipate that being too much longer. I initially did say I would have assumed at least it would have been January, give or take, but at this stage, who knows? If it's going to take another month, 2 months, who knows? But if you do believe in Protext behind the scenes, then make sure you guys double down or increase your position. But keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But the mere fact that it actually ran up as much as it did, because there's a big distinguishing part that I want to share with you. So when it comes down to a lot of OTC stocks, for those of you that trade it, you would have known that in February of 2021, every single one just went up almost about 100, 200% every single day. The OTC stocks were extremely hot. But keep in mind, during November of 2022, stocks were just completely getting hammered. But look exactly what happened to Protext. So it's not just a pump and dump. It actually is a legitimate company that is going to do a lot of good things. But of course, that's just my mentality. I could be wrong about all of this. But I think in general, one very big part of Protext that does need to get addressed, and this is going to be the third time me saying it, is just the CE tag. It is unfortunately just going to get dragged down and not really accomplish accomplish any of the goals, meaning going to the NASDAQ or anything like that, unless this CE tag does get taken off, because unfortunately the actual like 1.3 million shares that is being purchased or traded every single day isn't going to fit it. And unfortunately, individuals like myself who are a very big value investor, I have my bids low. And of course, after today's one was filled, I actually did place a 0008 order. So I think in general, there's going to be a lot more value investors out there that's taking advantage of these discounted prices. But of course, it has to go down for those to get filled. So kind of a interesting scenario right now, but like I said, that does need to get addressed straight away. So let me know your thoughts on Protext in the comments below. I know it did have a pretty big following before. So are you still a big fan of Protext? Do you hate it? Did you get out? Or what are you doing with it? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Protext.